Hello, everyone. Welcome to New Gen Politics. Pretty horrific story today. A man set himself on fire across from the courthouse where Trump's trial is being held in New York City. The man named Maxwell Azzarello, a 38-year-old resident from Florida, entered Collect Pond Park near the Manhattan Criminal Courthouse around 1:30 p.m. He proceeded to take a bunch of pamphlets out of his backpack, threw them up into the air, then took out some sort of accelerant, poured it over himself, and set himself on fire. Now, he was put out, thankfully, by police, but is currently in critical condition, is probably unexpected to survive this incident. And so the fact that anybody would do this already is terrible. You should not do this. Don't set yourself on fire. The reasons he did was he is some sort of conspiracy theorist. I guess he was trying to garner attention based off the whole Trump court case. Apparently, the pamphlets he threw in the air were propaganda based. Things appeared on them that, like, the mob is in charge of some of our educational institutions and some other things like that. He was seen carrying a sign that said, Trump is with Biden and they're about to fascist coup us. Something like that. And so somebody who, even on his social medias, he was posting that we should have a revolution. So this is a person who clearly has some disdain for the government, to put it lightly, and some exaggerated thought processes. And so he determined that setting himself on fire would accomplish his goals of waking people up to his beliefs. And I don't think that's how that works. I really, really, really don't think you should ever set yourself on fire. We had this incident like a couple months ago with the guy who set himself on fire to protest the Israel-Gaza war and Israel's actions in the war, and that got kind of blanked from everyone's memory really quickly. I think the same thing will happen here. I don't think it's an effective move to push your agenda or to propagate your ideas by doing self-immolation. It doesn't help anybody. It's just a horrific thing that anybody there who has to endure it, it's obviously going to be terrible for you. And I don't think people look at somebody who sets themselves on fire as a beacon of wisdom. So I hope he survives. That would be best, but I hope people don't imitate this from now on. The fact that we've had two in the last couple months means it could kind of become a pattern, which you really, really don't want this sort of thing to become a pattern, because it doesn't help anybody. I don't think it genuinely helps people. I think people forget about it very quickly. There's a shock factor, and you're doing one of the most egregious things you can possibly do to your body, and I don't think the results are worth it. And just this idea that Trump and Biden are in together, I don't believe that. I think his conspiracy theories are a little too far off the deep end, and I think people will not add this in or factor this in when considering like the Trump trial. I don't really think this has anything to do with the Trump trial. I obviously can't read his mind, but it seems more of it was a staged event across from where you'd get a lot of media attention. I mean, maybe he doesn't like Trump and wants Trump in prison, but then also, that takes Trump off the ballot. And then you have the one-party election. So is that really a good thing? Because he seems to dislike both political sides of the aisle and all their leadership. So I don't really know the idea behind this. But I don't think it's going to have any effect on Trump's campaign. I don't think it's going to have any effect on Biden's campaign. I don't think it's going to have any effect on the court case itself. And I don't think it's going to have effect on anybody's opinion of the court case itself. I mean, even looking back on the guy who set himself on fire for the Israeli-Gaza war, the war hasn't ended. And I don't think it changed anybody's mind. I mean, you may have that initial shock that somebody believes so strongly in something that they're willing to do this self-immolation. But I think to most people, it's not... that they don't see it as like a rallying cry, like, oh my gosh, this person is so devoted to their cause that maybe I should look into and get on board. I think they're just like, wow, this person's so crazy, they set themselves on fire. And I think that's where most people leave it in their minds. So just thought I'd mention it because everybody's talking about it right now. And my opinion is, do not set yourself on fire. There's never a good reason to set yourself on fire. If you want actual political change, you want to get your opinions out there, you have every mechanism to do so. You have the internet, you have the social medias. Please use those. Please have discussions. Please don't do this. It's horrific to you and everybody around you, and it encourages other people to do the same, especially people who are mentally ill. So please don't set yourself on fire, and thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comments below. Will it have any effect on people's belief or trust in the government? Do you think it's an effective means of communicating your ideas or your positions? Let me know all that down in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.